Hi members, it's day 20. Actually it's day 21, but I'm behind by one video, so if I get a chance this afternoon I'll get back on and do another live. So just been to the gym, did the walking machine. I'm missing Zumba because of the 4th of July. Zumba classes haven't been running, so I just have to wait. I think they're back on tomorrow night, so that's pretty awesome. I'm looking delving into Aweber because, like I explained yesterday, and broadcasting, that wasn't sort of my responsibility. And so what I've found out that it's a little more complicated. I've just got to get into the car here, hang on. So what I did find out was that I needed to do a few more things with respect to Aweber. There were a whole bunch of sequences there. Gee, it's hot today. Whew. It's very humid here. So yeah, there was a whole load of sequence. There must have been 40 segments, not sequence, segments, 40 segments down the side of the subscriber area. And I went into them this morning, and a lot of them irrelevant, because what I've worked out is it's to do with, they've been created based on if there's a broadcast that went out to the subscribers and it had a fairly good open rate, what she would have done was create another segment based on the people that didn't open it, and that broadcast would have gone out again to the people that had not seen it. And so that was creating, hi Nicoletta, great to see you. So based on that, so there was a lot of broadcasts down the left side. It was called the name of the broadcast in the segments. So she was dividing the subscribers up based on what they had opened and what they had unopened. So a lot of that I could get rid of. So I tidied up a lot of that this morning, which was really good. That makes me feel a lot better. I watched Gav's training on Aweber. Last night I set up campaign 1, which runs alongside the Legacy series. So that's done. So now I can actually, once I activate that, I can remove those extra emails that I've actually got in the Legacy series. So that's tidied up now. Campaign 2 has been created, and that's sort of a mixture of emails that, or broadcasts that have done quite well, or ones that I really want to have in there, or some interviews in there. There's sort of some different stuff. I think he even show my earnings for the first 12 months in the business. So that's in there. And then I'm starting on campaign 3. I had a conversation with Todd Fox this morning, and that even highlighted, because I was a little confused around the segment that's created around, because what you don't want is when people go through the Legacy series, you don't want them receiving your broadcast at the same time. So in other words, they get bombarded. Now I think that's been happening. I've been doing that. So I have to, which I've done, is set up a segment, which it's a rule which says anyone greater than 8 days, or no, after message number 8. So anyone that has received the Legacy series goes into this list, and then you can send out your broadcasts, your live broadcasts, to that list, if that makes sense. It sounds a bit gobbledygook. Trust me, I had no idea what I was doing and why I was doing it, but Todd Fox actually clarified a lot of that for me. Hi Mary. Todd Fox clarified a lot of that for me this morning, which was really good. So it's really worth reaching out sometimes when you just don't understand or don't know what's going on. So that's on Aweber. I still have to build this out now, but I've got so much content. I've got bucket loads of content. I've just got to work out how to distribute that content to them now, some of the older stuff, because it's all valuable. It's all really, really good. And then I've got to set up some campaigns based on their levels as well. So working on Aweber still, that's pretty important. Getting my house painted at the moment as well, and look at it's just, can you see the rain out there? Can you see it's just absolutely just bucketed down? So I got in the car just at the right time. So they did predict rain, but they were painting at my house. So I'd say it will be tools down at this stage. So I've got to get my glasses on, Mary. I can't see that smaller writing. So anyway, yeah, I don't think there's much else to really update you on. I did sweat it out in there. You can now teach this to me. Yeah, maybe I should have videoed some of this really. But mind you, Gav has got some really good training in his group, and you know, when it's really hard when you're actually doing it yourself, you want to be stopping and starting a tutorial that you've got going as well. So it's very hard to record. But I think that Gav's training is really, really good, Mary, and you can start to. I think it's incredible. It's an incredible tool, and it requires some time dedicated to it. To a bit like your website, when you dedicate that time to building your website. Oh, another thing too. My website came back from compliance. There was a few things that I had to adjust on it, but overall they said I did a good job, which is great. They loved the look of the website too. But I think the one thing was the affiliate link that was on my startup page, getting started page, and my thank you page, the button that they press that takes them over to the SFM application page, the username was using lowercase instead of uppercase. The username actually has 3 letters that are uppercase. So I don't know whether this has impact any applications. I've actually asked that question of compliance to find out whether that has impacted any apps. So I hope it hasn't. Well, you know, we'll just see anyway, because I had an app that signed up using my Get Started button the other day, and she didn't come through to me, which caused a bit of a problem. And she didn't want anyone else because it's somebody that I've been coaching for a long time now, for about 5 years. So she wanted to actually come in underneath me, and she didn't have a referrer. So I actually asked her to cancel that, and we had to set her up again. But I'm just wondering, I've just got to wait for compliance to get back to me, that website, that affiliate link. So anyway, a bit all over the place with this conversation today, but it's all good. Day 20, and I'll check in with you guys again this afternoon for day 21 because I want to catch up with my videos and make sure I'm on track with them. That's it. All to share. Thanks, Mary. Thanks for joining me, and Nicoletta for being here. And I'll talk to you guys again this afternoon. Bye, everyone. Bye.